MFC with the kickoff. Back over to Kenzie. Kenzie swinging it back over to Jonas. Jonas brings it up. Taps it over to the center. Dispossessed. Red. Oh, and a foul. It'll be red ball just at the top of the half circle. There's the kick. Up high and just over the net. Kenzie over to Brian. Brian over to Lucas. Lucas into the center to Travis, who gets it over. Tried to get to Pablo, intercepted. Jonas kicks the ball out over to Travis. Pablo to Travis. Ball crossed over, trying to get to, can't see who that is anyway. Zach brings it up over to Nolan. Nolan has space. Oh. MFC is kind of starting off a little bit slow. Ball cleared by Lucas. Nolan picks it up, taps it over, and it's going to be red throw-in. Travis wins the ball. Gets it over to Joe Mung. Joe Mung switches the field, gets it over, brought over to left wing, over to Pablo. Pablo to Jacob. Jacob dispossessed. And that ball is cleared away. Red now in possession. And the ball is scooped up by Kenzie, who rolls it quickly over to Jonas. Jonas to Nolan. Nolan over to Joe Mung. Joe Mung still with it, keeping it on the right-hand side. Gets past the defender. It's one-on-one with the keeper. And he kicks it in. The score is 4-1. Jonas with the goal. Nolan with the assist. Nolan intercepts the ball, kicks it over in the center. Brought down by Jacob. Jacob brought back over to Nolan. Nolan taps it back to Zach. Back over to Joe Mung. Joe Mung playing more of a defensive mid right now. Lucas switches the ball field, trying to get over to Jacob. Jacob gets a body on it. Red regains possession though. Lucas heads the ball, and Pablo is called with a foul. Maybe high kick. No, there's a player down, a red player down. Ball back in play. Joe Mung makes a move, switches it over to the left-hand side of the field. Nigo puts it up at the top, trying to get it to Jacob, unable to get there. Red recovers deep in their own left. Ball chased down. And Red on the counterattack now. As Jonas recovers the ball, has some time, taps it over to Zach. Zach brings it down the right-hand line over to Joe Mung. Joe Mung crosses it over to Jacob. Jacob to Pablo. Pablo makes a move, brings it down the left, tries to, slide tackle, but he was able to stay up. Red with possession now, and just as I say that, blue gains possession to Joe Mung. Joe Mung over to Nolan. Joe Mung passed it on the inside while Nolan was running out. Joe Mung looking for options again, and he is dispossessed. Ball passed horribly over to Zach. Zach regains, taps it over to Pablo. Pablo takes a touch. Ball still alive. Red on the counterattack. Red gets past, shot, and Kenzie recovers the ball. We got past our defense. Kenzie gives us some direction and boots the ball, headed away by Red. Zach gets a foot on it, recovered by Joe Mung to Zach, over to Nolan, over to Joe Mung, down to Nolan, who breaks down. He's got space, trying to get it over to, and a foul called, Jacob thrown down. So that was Nolan's pass for Jacob in front of him, and Jacob was fouled just outside the box. The ball is literally maybe 2 ball lengths past the box. We have last man of defense is Jonas, followed by Zach. Everybody else at the top of the key. Here goes Inigo. Bends it. Keeper unable to keep it. Joe Mung recovers the ball. Swing and a miss. Red now on the counterattack. Red tapped away by Zach. Zach gets it up in the center to Inigo. Inigo looking for options to Nolan. And they're calling Nolan as offsides. Ball back into play. Jonas hits it up. Lucas challenging for the ball. And it's looking like Red is going to recover it. Ball brought down. Brian tries to chip it over, intercepted by Red. Red brings it into the center again. Now they're on the attack. They're just outside Blue's box. They get a shot off, and it is wide left. Ball back into play, over to Brian. Brian looking to switch things up. Fakes it, switches it back over to Jonas. Jonas, unchallenged, back over to Brian. Drawing some red, thinning the red out, over to Joe Mung. Joe Mung taps it over to Inigo on the right-hand side. Inigo just outside the right hand of the box. It's going to be close. And it is going to be a MFC corner kick. Looks like Inigo is going to be the one kicking it. Lucas, Zach, and Jonas, the last men of defense. Here's the kick. Over, tried to get to Pablo. Pablo took a swing. Still in the box though. Red now on the counterattack. And picked up quickly by Jonas. Jonas swings it over to Zach. Zach nutmegs a player, brings it over to the right-hand side. Intercepted pass intended for Inigo. And it is still in play, and Jonas lets that one roll out. thrown into Joe Mung. Joe Mung makes a move, gets past 2 players, keeps the ball alive. Trying to get up to Jacob and intercepted by the keeper. Nolan delaying on the play. Red kicks it into the center. Brian taps it back over to Kenzie. Kenzie taps it over to Jonas, who's got to make a move to get there, and he loses it. It will be red ball. Nolan steals the ball, gets it over to Joe Mung. Joe Mung to Inigo. Inigo gets the ball up, trying to get to Jacob. Touched by Red, though. Red recovers. Brian picks up the ball, taps it to Kenzie. Kenzie kicks it over to Lucas. Lucas to Brian. Brian down the center. Over to Zach. Zach to the left wing. Pablo. Pablo's running after it. He's got some feet. And cleared away by Red. Ball thrown in. Zach brings it down. Dispossessed. Lucas challenges. Brian recovers. Brian dispossessed. Brian regains control. Makes a move. Brian, stolen away by Red, who regains control. Ball centered. Lucas blocks a shot with his back, and ball kicked to his wide left. It will be MFC goal kick. So we have Carlo, Rafa, Rasco, and Show coming back in. It's Nolan, Pablo, Zach, and Jacob coming off. That ball was shot and just over the net. Kenzie to Carlo to Show. Show over to the left wing. Crossover in the center, picked up, toe tap to Rafa. Rafa on the top left of the box. Brings it in again. He's past the defender, chips it up into the center to Joe Mung. Joe Mung trying to get a foot on it, breaks away from a tackle, centers it to Inigo. Inigo, I believe that skimmed the crossbar, a wide open net. Brian to Travis. Travis looking for Inigo again. Inigo crosses over the center to Joe Mung, who shoots, but is wide, and Rafa toe taps it in. The score is now MFC 5, Red 1. Travis regains control of the ball. Travis to Jomong. Jomong taps it up over to Rafa. Rafa crosses in front of Inigo. Rafa boxed out by Red. Jomong challenges hard for the ball. Travis blocks it with his bum. Jomong recovers. To Carlo. Oh. MFC seems to be a little disheveled at the moment. Not quite sure why. Carlo, crowded, dispossessed. Recovered by Kenzie. Kenzie to Show. Show to Lucas. Lucas brings the ball over. Ooh, Carlo dispossessed. Lucas in pursuit. Lucas challenging for the ball. Stays on his man. Lucas challenges, and it is going to be Red throw in deep in blue territory. Is going to be Red substitution right now. Brian chips that away over to Jomong. Jomong looking for options. Crosses it. Trying to get it to Inigo. Inigo in hot pursuit slides to keep it in bounds. Still good, but Red recovers. Show toe taps it up. Travis gets the ball to Jomong. To Rafa. Rafa shoots, but they're calling it offsides. Jonas heads that ball away, gets it to Travis. Travis dispossessed. Brian blocks the ball with his gut. Jonas makes a move, gets it over to, oh yes, Rafa, one-on-one, and shanked it. Ball kept in play by Red, who clears it. Rasco gets a thigh on it, taps it over to Show. Rasco. Jonas throws the ball in to Carlo. Carlo switches it over to the left-hand side, over to Rafa, I believe. Rafa pups it up into the center, trying to get to Jomong, unable to connect. Ooh. Rafa bodied. Ball kicked back over to Lucas. Lucas in midfield, over to Show, back over to Lucas. Lucas kicks it back to Brian. Lucas to Show. Back over to Jomong. Dispossessed, quickly recovered by Show. Back over to Lucas. Lucas back over to Brian. Brian kicks it back over to Show. Show trying to get to Travis in traffic. Travis gets the ball over to Carlo. No, that's Jomong. Jomong. Oh, ball intercepted. Quickly recovered though. Rasco on the right-hand side. Rasco bringing it down the right. Crosses over to the center. Sliding attempt, but unable to connect. All right, so we have, looks like Nolan coming on and Inigo coming off. Blue recovers the ball. That's Carlo. Carlo to Brian. Back to Carlo. Carlo gets it up over to Jomong. Ball cleared away. Recovered by Nolan to Travis. Travis over to Show. Show to Carlo. Carlo shielding. Carlo slide. Oh, dispossessed. Red has the ball and is now on the counterattack. Jonas regains composure. Gets the ball over to Carlo. Carlo to Show. Carlo to Travis. Travis looking for options. Jomong, mistouched. Trying to get it to Nolan, but they unable to connect. And this ball rolls in and Kenzie will scoop it up, allowing MFC offense to reset. Kenzie rolls it over into the center to Show, who taps it back to Kenzie. This time Kenzie goes to Jonas, back over to Show. Show to Travis. Travis looking for options. Over to Nolan. Nolan puts it into the center. Show looking for options again. Nolan on the right. Nolan pushing down. Nolan crossing and scooped up by the keeper. Jonas heads the ball away, trying to get it to Rafa. Rafa recovers, maintains control, and dispossessed. Ooh, a push from behind, and the ref does call it. So it is going to be MFC's free kick. Looks like it's going to be Brian who takes it. We have Lucas and Jonas as the last men of defense. Ball's up high. Oh, right in front of Nolan, unable to connect. Brian gets the ball over to Rasco. Red recovers. Jonas with a little bit of footwork gets it to Show. Show with the tackle. And they're calling it a red corner kick. No. MFC now with the ball. Show, Kenzie to Show. Show to Travis. Travis kicks it back over to Brian. Brian to Show. Show. Red recovers the ball. makes a move, shoots, blocked, chipped up by Jonas. Try to get to Jacob. Shot blocked. Brian recovers the ball and cleared away by Lucas, who gets the ball to Jacob, I believe. And Red makes a tackle. Not quite sure what's happening there. There's just a lot of kicking at the ball. Lucas, no. And it's going to be Red's ball. Nolan with a block pass. Rasco called on a foul. That was Nolan a second ago. You can use his back heel to intercept and block a pass. Okay, so Travis is coming off and Inigo is coming back on, as is Rafa. For the wall, we have Lucas and Nolan. Ooh, dangerous. Red was not able to connect them. MFC milking the clock a little bit. Kenzie rolls the ball slowly over to Brian, gets it over to the left wing, intercepted by Red. Red gets it in the box, has a chance, and cleared away by Brian. It is going to be MFC goal kick. Okay, so substitution, we have Pablo coming on and Lucas coming off. Kenzie launches the ball on the left-hand side. Nothing happening there. Cleared away by Brian. Jonas regains the ball, gives it to Carlo. Carlo challenged. Carlo breaks a tackle. Carlo still with the ball. Carlo keeps it alive, gives it over to Pablo on the left. Pablo is looking for options and dispossessed. This time it's Zach bringing it up the left-hand side. Gets past a couple of players, taps it over, and it looks like they're calling it offsides. Pablo chasing it down on the right-hand side, keeps it in. Oh, no, and Red throwing. Red with the breakaway. Shot cleared away by Kenzie, the keeper, and it is going to be a Red corner kick. Red lines up quickly. Boots it high. Ball brought down, and Kenzie brings it up. And looks like a card is coming out. Kenzie rolling on the ground in pain. Ball back in play now. Kenzie picks it up. Boots it up high to midfield. Ooh, handball. Ball cleared over on the right-hand side, trying to get it to Nolan, and picked up by the keeper. Ball kicked down, trying to get to the right winger, then out of bounds. Rasco with a nice move, keeping possession. Pushed in between two players, ultimately dispossessed. Red on the attack. Blocked by Kenzie. Amazing goalkeeping. I'm not sure what the call is. Is it must be a corner kick if Red is coming back. Yes, that's the call, corner kick. Nolan gets it over to Jamung. Jamung. Rasco to Nolan. Foul throw.
Get one. Go, Austin! Austin, run! Sige, Jamie! Austin, run!
Dispossessed ultimately by Rasco. Now brought up by Zach on the left-hand side. He's got it in the center. He's got a couple options and unable to maintain control. Show challenging in the midfield. Brian brings it up over to Jamung. Jamung looking for options. He's got Nolan on the right, gets Jacob in the left, and they're calling him offsides. Red now on the attack. Shot goes wide left. It'll be MFC goal kick. And that is the game. Final score 5-1.